Hey guys, this is week 4 of July, and me and Hallie are going to tell you what activities we're doing. We're still doing summer rotations, so we have 2 different activities that we're going to be telling you guys about. This week we're talking about gifts that God gives us, and so Lydia in our story has a spiritual gift of hospitality, and so she uses that to show others God's love, and we're talking to the kids about how they can use their gifts. So the first activity that we're doing is a fun tie-dye game. Oh, cool. And let me stop by saying the activities that I'm talking about are for the campuses. So that means Saline, Groseal, and Brighton, because Plymouth is having a water day. So either I'll insert something about that, or Jill will make sure Plymouth campus knows what they're doing for water day. Just wanted to
but there will be water.
Water for Plymouth. Campuses, wait,
No
our water day's coming.
Not yet.
It will come. Okay. Back to your regularly scheduled program. So we are doing tie-dye with a big bandana. So we prototyped this, and I'm going to kind of put some clips in there of us doing it together because we wanted to see what would work best. So you can have your kids either like a traditional tie-dye. Here, I'll move this down. Like a traditional tie-dye where you twist like this.
Nice.
Yeah, and you just keep, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just like gives it a cool pattern. And then rubber band, like just to secure it. So you can use like a few rubber bands. Or like Jill made one where she like just kind of rubber band it in different chunks.
That's what I've seen.
Like you can do it. It really, there's no perfect way to do it. But just kind of twisting in a certain way and rubber banding so that you have a fun pattern. So after they do that and they get their tie-dye bandana how they like it, before using any permanent markers, you are going to read a passage of scripture that we're going to have provided for you. And every time that the kids in your group hear a word with the letter L in it, I'm pretty sure it was L, they are going to, on their twisted bandana, do a dot or some like colored in part of their bandana. Originally the curriculum said a dot. We found in our prototype that didn't work. They need to put a lot of like color on it, and they're going to be using permanent markers. After that, and while it's still all twisted up, they are going to either take a spray bottle or a dropper and use rubbing alcohol to spray the bandana, or drop the rubbing alcohol on the bandana so that the color will then spread and dye the rest of the bandana. And after, they can open it and see the pattern that was made on it. We will have plastic baggies, so if they're not dry and you guys want to keep them in the plastic bag and they're wet, they can keep them in the plastic bag and take them home. That way kids don't have like a wet tie-dyed thing that they're taking home in the car because parents would be mad.
Smart.
Yes.
Chelsea, why are we dyeing cloth this week?
Well, we are talking about Lydia and her hospitality, and correct me if I'm wrong, because of the different cloths, the color that she used.
That was her business.
Yeah, that she used to dye those. That was something that
dyer by trade.
Yeah, and that was like the specific thing that she did, and so that's why we're doing it.
Super fun.
Yep, and talking about gifts and spiritual gifts, like how she had. So yep.
Okay, so on to the game for the weekend. We are playing a game called Fruit Basket. Some of you may be familiar with that if you have younger kids. I was not aware of it. But it is a lot like musical chairs with a twist. So we will have either circles to put on the floor, some way to designate a spot and an area. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your small group and divide them into 2 teams. And they will have fruit names. So you can have the orange team and the apple team, just as an example. And then they are going to sit in a circle, stand in a circle, however you want to run it in your space. You can use chairs if you have chairs in your space. It's up to you. And then you have 1 less spot per number of children. So if you have 10 children total, you have 9 chairs or 9 circles on the floor.
Sounds like musical chairs.
It does sound like musical chairs, but there's no music. So once you are all standing or sitting in the circle, the one person who does not have a spot is in the middle. They are like a caller, and this person will call a fruit of the two teams, either the apple or the orange. So say oranges. Everyone who is on the orange team must stand up and move and switch a spot with another teammate. They must get up. If they do not get up, they are out, and they are then the caller. And you just keep rotating this, and whoever does not find a seat is the new designated caller, and you just keep playing. At some point, you can either decide, if you tell the kids they can yell out fruit basket, and both teams get up, everyone has to get up and move and switch spots, switch seats, or maybe you as the one running it can just have a free-for-all every once in a while and say fruit basket, and you're the one to say that part, because I feel like every child would want to say fruit basket, so you can decide how you want to do that. But it's just a fun, interactive game, just to get them moving and burn some energy, really. Yeah.
All right, guys. So it's going to be a really fun weekend, and we will see you this weekend. Bye.
See ya.